Hey guys, it's Chloe. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today's video is one of my favorites, another maintenance video. Specifically, we are going to be doing a brake inspection on my Toyota Tacoma, and we're going to be looking at just the front disc brakes. They're a little easier to inspect than the rear drums. So I'm going to take off my wheels and tires, check the rotor to make sure there aren't any grooves or any cracks, look at the brake pad thickness, and also look at the brake lines and inspect them for any cracks or damage. Also, if you're curious, I have almost 50,000 miles on my Toyota Tacoma, and I have inspected my brakes, every maintenance period, about every 5,000 miles, but I haven't changed anything yet. Although in this video, I did end up replacing my brake pads. They were definitely not at their tail end, but they were worn. During my last service, when I took my truck into Toyota to basically get the third brake light, they basically just put a new seal around that third brake light and checked the headliner to make sure there was nothing leaking, which is a good thing. They do a free multi-point inspection, which is nice because they top off fluids and everything. And they told me my brake pads didn't need immediate attention, but it needed to get done soon. So I decided to just order brake pads myself, do it all myself, and just not have to worry about it later on. And I decided to go OEM with these guys. And if you've been around the channel for a while, you may know that I go to sparksparts.com for all my OEM genuine Toyota parts. They are an authorized Toyota dealership with genuine Toyota parts, and besides their great pricing, I buy from them because of the fantastic customer service and also their willingness to help out. I always use the chat option on their website, and they respond so quickly to help determine which parts will fit and work with my truck. So I do have a discount code that's easy to use if you want 5% off any OEM part. When you're on the website, basically just look for your part by part number or description, add it to your cart, and then you can use my code ChloeKuo for 5% off. And by the way, all the parts I will be using and all my tools and everything will be linked down in the description below in case you're interested. All right, so let's get to inspecting my brakes. So the first thing I'm going to do now that the wheel and tire is off is I'm going to check my rotor and basically just look if there's any sort of grooves or any sort of cracks. So a flashlight can really help with this, and I don't see anything, and everything feels really smooth, and I've spun this around all the way, I think. So I think by visual inspection, the rotor is fine, which is great. The next thing I do is I inspect my brake lines. So really here you just want to check for any sort of cracks or damage. Again, there's only about 50,000 miles on it, so I don't expect any sort of damage, but it's always good to go in here and check. This is just another visual inspection thing, and my brake lines look okay, so we're good on that front as well. Next, we're going to inspect my brake pads. So I have a set of calipers over here, and basically I'm just going to check how much pad is left using these calipers. So about 6 millimeters on one pad and 6 millimeters on the other. So these pads are definitely worn, but they're not torn. I did just go to Toyota to get a recall done, and when I got my multi-point inspection, I think they pulled about the same measurements as well, which is good. They recommended I get them replaced soon. 6 millimeters is in their needs attention soon category, I believe. I think 3 to 4 millimeters is really when you want to replace them immediately, but I'm just going to change mine today. So to replace these pads, all we really need is a set of needle nose pliers. Now that this spring is removed, I can pull the 2 pins out. So there's one. And here's the second one. Next, we're gonna remove this spring that's holding the brake pads in. And I wanna note, I have a pair of safety glasses on because I've heard this thing goes flying. Okay, luckily mine didn't. So there's that one. Now I'm gonna use a set of vice grips to pull the pads out. So there's one. And here's the second one. So now I'm gonna move the piston back so I can put the new brake pads in. So I'm just making sure all of these holes line up. Now I'm going to put my springs back in, basically just the reverse order of what I did before. Now we're putting the pins back in. Now I'm gonna put this spring in. So we basically have to look for the hole in the pin. And that's it. So new pads are in. I just cleaned everything up a little bit. Also, this is a good opportunity while the wheel and tire is off to go ahead and look at your shocks and make sure there aren't any leaks. My shocks are pretty new, so I don't expect any leaks or anything, and I didn't see any, which is good. But yeah, I just cleaned this up a little bit, inspected everything, and we're good to go. So now let's do the other side. So that's pretty much it and all there is to it. It's a fairly easy job, but definitely an important thing to keep an eye out on your brakes and check them periodically. Again, if you're doing this yourself and you want to see the things I used or ordered from Sparks Parts, you can check out the description box down below. Don't forget to use my discount code ChloeKuo for 5% off any OEM Toyota parts. And even if you're not a sort of DIY maintenance person, I hope this video still helped so that you're aware of things to look for. for. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to connect more with me, you can follow me on my Instagram. It is at ChloeKuoTaco. I post more on there in real time. But other than that, I hope I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.